Welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So it is Tuesday. It's still the beginning of the week, and today I'm going to address a question that I got a few weeks ago, but I've been kind of sitting with it a little bit and thinking a lot about it. And it's a great question. It's pretty much a question about what my view is on sort of conventional medicine. What do I think of doctors? What do I think of medication, antibiotics, and even the birth control pill? Okay, so it's one of these questions though that sometimes I get questions and I can just answer them quickly. And other questions I like to sort of sit and think about it a little bit. So I was thinking about this one for quite a while, and last week the person emailed me again to remind me about the questions. And what was funny was that all last week and over the weekend, I've been back and forth to the emergency room with my grandfather. My grandfather's every other day calling me how he wants to go back to the hospital. And so he's had a few medical problems. And so for the past week, I've spent a great deal of time in different emergency rooms. And so I really got to sort of sit with this question and just look around me and see what's going on. And, because when it comes down to it, pretty much my opinion on conventional medicine is I do believe there's a place for it, definitely, okay? You guys know too that I've had a very colorful history of different medical problems and very serious medical problems. I was born with a defective heart, I was born with a huge hole in my heart, and I had to have open heart surgery when I was almost 6 years old. And I wouldn't be alive today without it. Okay, and I've had other medical problems as well that I've needed conventional medicine to fix me, and so definitely I do feel there's a place for it, especially with dealing with things like different surgeries and traumas, and also conventional medicine is great for diagnosing things and treating things as well, but the main thing is that it just depends what you're trying to treat and why you have that problem in the first place. I'm a big, huge believer in prevention, because I also believe in natural medicine as well. And myself, I go and have a checkup by a conventional general practitioner doctor once a year. I get my checkup, get all my blood work done, and I get different tests done to make sure everything's working properly. But I also see a natural health practitioner, okay? This person's a healer, and she practices Chinese medicine and a little bit of naturopathy, homeopathy, and hypnosis, all sorts of stuff. And I see her very regularly, and I see her for more to make, that my daily life is balanced, and that I'm preventing any problems, but also that I'm taking my life to an even higher level, okay? So, and I also believe too that our health, it's not only about our diet and our physical health, but it's also about our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, all of that. So I see a natural health practitioner to also just help me deal, with my day-to-day stresses and maybe issues I might have, problems I might have, if I'm feeling bad about something, or if something from my past has been sort of bothering me, whatever it is. I do like to work with a natural health practitioner to balance these things out and work through these type of things so that my health is well-rounded, okay? And that prevents me from having problems in the future, okay? Because I've had a lot of health problems when I was younger, that I want that to be over with. I don't want to, no more drama, right? So when it comes down to it, I do believe there's a place for both allopathic doctors, that's conventional doctors, as well as natural health practitioners, and the same goes with their medications or their remedies, okay? That there's certain medications that people cannot live without, okay? They need that, they have some sort of imbalance that medication can help, and the same thing is with a natural remedy. Okay, so, but in all, these are these medications and remedies, we have them because there's something not working in our body. And That's what we want to get at the root at. At the end of the day is you want to get to the root of the problem and balance that out. Okay, so, and that's why, like, my view is, like, you know, personally, I don't want to be on a natural remedy, and I don't want to be on medication. I want to just be healthy, right? So what do? I make sure that I'm eating properly, I'm sleeping properly, I'm exercising, I'm dealing with my stress, I'm vocalizing how I'm feeling, I'm getting out, I'm surrounding myself by positive people. I make sure to create a job for myself that's able to pay for my lifestyle and my living expenses, and at the same time a job that I enjoy. Okay, I try and make sure that my every day I'm doing things that make me happy. Okay, and surrounded by people that make me happy, and that I'm feeling good. Okay, this is not only just going to make my life a better life, but it's also going to ensure that I'm healthy. You know, when these things get off balanced and we start disliking our life, our health, everything goes down. Okay, so really important is to bring things up and to keep things up and keep things going, so that you don't need to be taking remedies, you don't need to be taking medication, that you're not like a ball and chain to your health problems, because that's not a life. Okay, there's no freedom there. So that's my opinion on it. Okay, so doctors are great, you know, and find a doctor or find a natural health practitioner that you can work with. Shop around, you know, you have the choice if you want to hire this person to help you with your health. If you don't like the doctor, go and find another one. Okay, because that's important as well, you know, and I know it's not always that easy, but it's something that, you know, there's doctors out there that are willing and are interested in having an open mind and hearing you out and hearing, you know, and also, like for me, as an example, like when I've had health issues and I've wanted to go the alternative natural route, I've also worked with a conventional doctor that knew that what I was doing and was still willing to run the tests for me and watch things, you know, and watch my health. And at the same time, I was going to see, you know, an alternative healthcare practitioner to treat the problem. So, you know, you find a team that can work with you and that you enjoy working with, okay? And then I want to just lastly address the question about birth control pills. I'm not, you know, that's one thing, because birth control pills, that's an option, right? That's like, no one, I don't think anyone can die if they were not taking birth control pills. And I feel like there's more hazards to birth control pills than there are benefits, okay? And me, in the past, I used to take birth control pills. I took them for, you know, maybe about, I think like 6 or 7 years straight, okay? And I developed, as you guys know, I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, okay? Like things, like when I got off the pill, that's when I found out I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, okay? And you can take me as an example. When I got off the birth control pill, I didn't get my period for 18 months after, okay? 18 months it took. Now, something was going on with my hormone levels, okay? That my body couldn't balance itself out after being on the pill for that long. So there's hazards to it, okay? There's links to reproductive cancers and all sorts of stuff. Plus, birth control pill was made as a form of birth control Why? And in today's day, there's a lot of STDs, things like that, that I would suggest people using condoms over birth control pills. Really, I mean, protect yourself, right? You only live once. You have one mess up with the wrong person, and you might have an STD for the rest of your life. So use condoms over birth control pills. And birth control pills, I know a lot of people use them for acne, things like that. I did at one point, something I'd never do again, okay? I just feel more hazards than good on a birth control pill, and there's other things you can do with your diet and with your lifestyle. Take responsibility for your health through your own actions. Don't take a pill that's just going to mask these things, because that's what it does. It just covers up the real issue, okay? And one way or another, when you get off the pill, eventually you're going to have to deal with the problem. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today, you guys. I'm wishing you a fabulous, fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.